It's a warfare between good and evil, and most men don't understand how to deal with what's really happening. And they're trying to bring women to the forefront. That's a horrible mistake. So, Nick is giving me this information right now. According to the USA Today, Mike Pence cannot wait to debate Kamala Harris. Now, that is a debate I would watch on TV. I would sit up all night to watch it. Really. You know how you stay up all night to get a Mexican? I would love to stay up all night to see Mike Pence deal with Kamala Harris. I hope his wife tell him, you know what, deal with this woman, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because she's evil. And you know she's evil. And Joe Biden made a horrible mistake by choosing her as a running mate, because she didn't win during the debate when they were trying to pick someone to represent the Democratic Party. Mike Pence called her a skilled debater, see, in his article. She is not skilled, she's evil. See, Mike, she's not skilled. You're dealing with evil. You need to know that. Lord, let me call Mike. I'm going to have to call Mike, let him know that he is dealing with evil. And because men are afraid of women, and it's not the woman, it's the spirit that made a home in her, all right? She can overcome that. The weak men are pushing women to the forefront like they push mama over daddy, and they can't help it. This is from UN.org. We need to get rid of the United Nations, by the way. When I become president, one of the things amongst 1 to 10 that I would do immediately is that they will have to leave our country. We will stop paying for them. They are clearly our enemies. According to the this is from UN.org. UN Secretary General Anthony Guterres spoke at a virtual town hall. This guy spoke at a virtual town hall meeting with women from civil society organizations. And he used this as an opportunity to urge governments and agencies around the world to put women at the center of all efforts to tackle and recover from the Chinese virus pandemic. He said COVID-19 pandemic, but I say Chinese virus. This is a beta male all the way. You know he's all mama. Watch this.
COVID-19 is deepening existing inequalities, including gender inequality. Since the start, women have been on the front lines of the response as healthcare workers, teachers, essential staff, and as carers in their families and communities. Between 70 and 90% of healthcare workers are women. But their salaries and conditions often fail to reflect the life-saving roles they occupy. Personal protective equipment is often made to fit a standard man, which means women care workers may be at greater risk of infection. In short, the pandemic is exposing and exacerbating the considerable hurdles women face in achieving their rights and fulfilling their potential. Protecting the rights of women and girls during this time is a top priority for the United Nations. We issued a policy brief in early April, calling on governments to take concrete action to put women and girls, their inclusion, representation, rights, social and economic outcomes and protection at the center of all efforts to tackle and recover from the COVID-19 pandemic.
So why would the United States want to be a part of that mess? In the United States, where women are taking over, just as in the homes and the schools, all hell breaking loose. So why would we need to be a member of another organization called the United Nations that is encouraging even more of that in a wider way? They want to spread it out around the world. This man can't handle his mama. He can't handle any woman in his life. And that's why he's pushing women to the forefront. Real men don't operate like that. This guy is a beta male. Guterres added that women are suffering from being confined at home with their abusers. If anything, the man is catching hell. He is catching hell because his wife is at home every day now. And he got to go home to hear all that complaining. I've been tied up in this house with these children, and I don't want to. The women are the abusers, not the men. And men, you need to start speaking up about this. You have beta males accusing men of being abusers. And the men just sit back, oh, yeah, I'm a little abusers. I heard something about millennial men that I yet haven't figured out how I want to present it on the show. There's a decent way to present it. And when I asked a number of men, millennials, is it true? So far, I haven't had one to say no. And they were like glad about it, even though some of them said, well, you know, yeah, I was glad about it, but I knew something wrong with it. Inside of me, I knew it didn't seem right, they say. Some of them say. This guy is, where you get this information from, Jay? According to Wikipedia, this guy is a member of the Portuguese Socialist Party. And he was Prime Minister of Portugal. Why would we want to be, why are we involved with communist people? He's 71 years old, by the way. And he's still a wheat beta male. Here's where he spoke on patriarchy, negative effect on the world we know today.
This is the time to rebuild more equal, inclusive, and resilient societies. Women leaders are extremely effective. Women heads of state, ministers of health, health workers, and community leaders are winning widespread recognition for their empathy, compassion, communication, and evidence-based decision-making. The pandemic is only demonstrating what we all know. The millennia of patriarchy have resulted in a male-dominated world with a male-dominated culture which damages everyone, women, men, girls, and boys.
That's amazing. You know this guy is beta. I bet his wife, if he has one, whoop him going and coming. She make him lick boots. He said the pandemic is only demonstrating what we all know. The pandemic is only demonstrating what we all know, that millennials of patriarchy have resulted in a male-dominated world with a male-dominated culture which damage everyone, women, men, girls, and boys. This man need to be born again. Talking about overcoming mama, this man need to and he's 71. He better hurry up. What a mess. This is not normal, men. It's not true. Any man that think that women are created to lead is a girl. He's been seriously damaged by his mother and truly turned away from his father. Truly. Guterres speak on the decision to the leadership of the United Nations. He wants equal in gender. 90% male leaders and 90% female leaders. And he urged the world to follow suit. So now the United Nations has 90% male and female. Am I right?
No, not 90%, just 90 male.
I mean 90 males
exactly.
And 90 female.
Exactly.
What
equal.
the? Even though I'm laughing, I'm crying on the inside. No wonder Jesus wept. But because of this, men are blind. It's like they are blind and they're setting themselves up to be destroyed. Men, you must be born again. And ladies, you must be born again. Overcome mama and return to the fathers. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.